Alright, how's it going, everybody? We're back with some more Black Ops Cold War. So today I gave the snipers only mosh pit a try for the first time. I didn't play it at all the last time it was in the game because I've mentioned this a couple times, I just don't really like sniper lobbies that much. Like, personally, I sometimes find them actually harder than regular lobbies. At least for me anyway. I know some people feel like sniper lobbies are kind of cheese. This playlist has been kind of hit or miss for me. Like, some games have been really good and some games have been filled with just the most disgusting players I've ever seen. Like, some of these people's shots are so fucking cracked it's actually gross. But we'll see how this goes. And real quick before we get started here, we just hit 100 subscribers on the channel, almost 110 now actually. And I know I've been saying this a lot lately, but I just wanted to drop a quick thank you to everybody for all the support on the videos recently. Like I've said before, I've been seeing all the likes, all the comments, all that stuff. It's always good to see that people are enjoying the content, enjoying all the effort I put in and stuff, so... Oh, not challenging that. The problem with these being sniper lobbies is that, like, if there's somebody on a head glitch, they're not moving. They will sit there all day and wait for you. So the main point I wanted to touch on for today's video, they announced Season 2 today or yesterday or whenever it was, but they, like, dropped a trailer, they dropped the whole season roadmap and stuff, and there is a lot in there. There's, I think, 2 multiplayer maps, or maybe 3, I'm not even sure. There's a gunfight map, whole bunch of new weapons, and they didn't mention this, but I'd imagine there's gonna be some kind of balance tuning, kind of how they did with Season 1. At least I hope there will be. I'm really tired of this meta. I hope they start nerfing stuff. But yeah, honestly, the biggest thing I'm hoping for in this new season update is just some kind of balance update. You know, nerf the MAC-10, finally nerf the DMR, all that kind of shit. One of the maps they announced was a new version of Miami. They're calling it Miami Strike. And I've seen some people express disappointment about this, but honestly, I'm actually pretty happy about it. Assuming it's what I think it is anyway. Because as we all know, Miami's pretty much the worst map in the game. I'm not sure if anybody's really debating that. Also, yo, Checkmate needs to get the fuck out of this playlist. Checkmate always plays so fucking slow. Like, I don't know about this map for non-objective game modes, especially with everybody running around with snipers. But anyway, it's called Miami Strike, and I'm hoping that they're gonna do what they did with, like, Crossroads Strike, for example, where they just make the map smaller. Like, hopefully they cut off portions of it and make it, you know, actually an appropriate size for a 6v6 match. Because if they do that and stick Miami into the 12v12 playlist, like, honestly, I thought Miami was perfectly fine when I played Combined Arms on it and stuff. But obviously, we're gonna have to see how that goes. I mean, the only description that they actually gave is daytime version of Miami. So who knows, maybe it'll just be a fucking shitty palette update or something. In which case, if it is, yeah, I'm with you guys. That'll be disappointing as hell, but I'd honestly welcome a better version of Miami. I love Miami's aesthetic. I love the way the map looks. I just can't fucking stand the way it plays. It is entirely too big. Oh my god, dude, come on. The other big piece of news that has a lot of people kind of excited at the moment is that amongst all of the new weapons we're supposedly getting for Season 2, we're gonna be getting a new sniper rifle mid-season. Now, I'm not really sure how this is gonna work. The description read as it's apparently gonna be, like, really powerful, like it's gonna have the best one-shot kill potential, or, like, at the very least on par with the Tundra or something like that. But it's gonna be slower. It said, like, the bolt speed is slower, although it said the reload speed is faster. I'm not really sure how that works. So, like, you can reload the mag quickly, but the actual bolt itself is slow? I don't really understand how that will work. Yeah, I like this playlist, by the way. This playlist is sufficiently casual. Like, all these guys were playing like complete crackheads, and honestly, I was still fine. I went 14 and 10, I'll take it. 14 and 10, only half paying attention to the game, versus going like 10 and 24, paying full attention to the game and trying my absolute hardest. I'll take this any day of the week. But yeah, so I'm not really sure how this new sniper is gonna like fit into the ecosystem. I mean, unless part of the balance patch that I'm hoping comes, maybe they'll buff the snipers a little bit, like the ones that are already in the game. Because the thing is, I don't really know how this thing fits in. They didn't talk about ADS at all, so that could be a factor. But assuming it ADS is like on par with the Tundra, because I can't imagine they'd give us a Pellington that hits the hardest in the game. It's just a better Tundra, but I guess the bolt speed is slower. I mean, it's gonna depend on how much slower. I mean, then again, ultimately, it doesn't even matter if the thing can't ADS. Like, if the thing's slower than the Barrett, nobody's gonna use it no matter how strong it is. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. I do hope they at least buff the Barrett, though. Like, I hope we get some kind of sniper balance patch that doesn't nerf them anyway. I mean, if they nerf the snipers, I'm gonna lose my shit. They really should do this playlist on, like, tiny maps. I feel like this playlist would be really, really fun if it was, like, only on, like, Nuketown, Crossroads Strike, and I don't know, what else is a small map? Look at this guy, man. Listen, I know it's snipers only, but you're really not supposed to play it like that. That dude literally fucking gorilla glued his eye to his scope and just hard committed to walking around the map like that. In that sense, I definitely see why the pros think sniping is overpowered. If you play like that, you're probably unstoppable. Why is there no hardpoint in this playlist, though? That's what I want to know. Like, I feel like hardpoint's the sniper game mode in this game, you know? I don't know, I feel like TDM's too slow in general. So anyway, we'll see how that sniper is once we get it. I mean, they did say it was going to be a mid-season thing, so obviously we're not going to be seeing that for at least a little bit, which is also going to be annoying because it means we're going to have to do a challenge to get it, and I don't even want to think about what kind of disgusting fucking challenge Treyarch is going to come up for us to do. I saw they're going to be adding that, like, zombies game mode. I don't know if that's for Warzone or for here. They have, like, some kind of, like, open world zombies game mode or whatever it was. I didn't really understand the description very well, to be honest. Like, I know there was that clip at the end of the trailer of, like, the boat going to Verdansk, but I didn't know if that was just a Warzone update or if... What? That's fucking dog shit, dude. They should absolutely just put this game mode on minimum health, dude. The amount of fucking hit markers that I get, like, oof. Anyway, I actually am pretty excited about the new season, though. Obviously, because like I said, I'm hoping they add a balance patch or something like that. Also, a new battle pass will give me a reason to play the game more often. Although at this point, I am kind of hoping that they just don't ever patch Dark either, because honestly, I just don't really feel like finishing it anymore. Well, actually, that's not really true. It's not so much that I don't want to do it anymore as it's just I don't feel like having to do it. Like, I'll get around to it eventually. I'm gonna work my way through it at some point. I just don't want the next season to start and then I have to do it. Because, like, I'm all for challenges. Like, I love grinding the battle pass. I actually do enjoy that. I love grinding the battle pass. I love grinding for the prestiges that actually matter. But I like being able to do it while doing things consistently that I enjoy, like sniping or using guns I want to use. Like, I guarantee once I get to that, like, burst SMG and trying to level that up, I'm going to be losing my mind every single day. So, speaking of upcoming stuff for Call of Duty, actually, there was another piece of news that was trending around this week, that being some alleged leaks about the nature of Call of Duty 2021, the, whatever the next installment in the franchise is. There were some leaks that I guess came from historically reliable leakers, like I think one of them came from the guy that leaked Warzone. Oh my god, get wrecked. Yeah, I do all that stupid shit and then I just can't hit something easy to save my life. Like, can I not be shit, please? This is why I'm never making FaZe Clan. So this leaker has revealed that apparently the next Call of Duty is going to be based in World War II and is going to be made by Sledgehammer, which is interesting for a number of reasons. For one, I didn't think they were doing Call of Duty anymore, at least not like on their own. Like, I was under the impression that Sledgehammer got booted off of this game and that they're just not doing main titles anymore and they're basically going to be like a supporting role. Like, they're going to kind of be how they were when they did Modern Warfare 3 with Infinity Ward. I guess that isn't the case. The main thing people are freaking out about, though, is that it's another World War II COD. Because if you remember, Sledgehammer's last COD was COD World War II, which was received with mixed reviews, to put it lightly. Some people really liked that game. Some people really hated the game. A lot of people felt whatever about it. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that guy come from? Holy shit, that scared the crap out of me. Anyway, I'm not too worried about it, honestly. I feel like with the newfound success Call of Duty has seen over the last couple of years, Activision's gonna be a bit more on top of making sure that the game is, like, as good as humanly possible. Because regardless of how people felt about World War II, I think everybody's general consensus was that it kind of felt like a step down at the time as far as, like, engine and mechanics and just the way the game played. I mean, I don't know how true that is. I didn't actually play it during its, like, life cycle or anything like that, but World War II, I know it's a bit of a tired concept for Call of Duty. There have been like a gazillion World War II Call of Duties. Like World at War was World War II. I think CODs 1, 2, and 3 were all World War II, actually. I only played COD 3, so I can't really tell you. And then obviously we have COD World War II. So it's not exactly an original area for the game to explore. I mean, we'll see what happens. Again, this is a leak. This could turn out to be complete fucking bullshit. And then while they're at it, they'll just release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered or something like that. I don't know. Wouldn't that be nice? I watched CDL opening weekend. That shit was pretty cool. Optic lost to FaZe in a pretty interesting series. I will say I'm not usually one for like in-depth breakdown videos of like competitive stuff because, you know, I don't really play competitive COD. Like, I'm probably never going to touch League play. But a series of videos I actually have been enjoying. Scump, he does this series of videos on his main channel. Basically, after every event, he kind of breaks down how the team did. And because I watch most of these matches and I like watch them pretty closely, it's interesting to see his take on like the different things that happen. Scump seems to be very open about like, oh yeah, you know, we made adjustments here because of this, and you know, we lost the spawn on this map and that's why this and that and the other thing happened. And just in general, the breakdowns he seems to give are really good. I mean, obviously obviously, being one of the best, if not the best player in the world probably helps him a little bit with that. Like, I'm sure he's, you know, smarter than probably even your average CDL pro at the game. But I don't know, man. Like, I enjoy those videos a lot. Definitely gives a lot of good insight into, like, the stuff that goes on and what happens in the players' minds and stuff, you know? Because again, like, I'm a fucking pub sniper. Like, my entire game plan is run around like a chicken with my head cut off and hope my shots land. That's basically it. There's not a whole lot more thought that goes into it other than, oh, hey, they're spawning over here. Maybe I should rush over there and see if I can hit a clip. Like, that's literally it. There is no further thought that goes into any of this, at least not for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. TDM is not the game mode for this snipers only playlist. They need to put like hardpoint in. I know domination's in this playlist, but I never seem to get it. Oh, here's another funny thing I can mention. So if you saw my last video, you'll remember that I submitted that paper and I didn't think that my professor liked it very much. Well, it turns out he did. He returned the thing like with comments, right? And I read the comments and he fucking ripped it apart, man. Like every single paragraph, he had like a paragraph of feedback and it was almost never good feedback. It was all just like, yeah, you did this wrong and you shouldn't have written this here and you should have referenced something here. I mean, he wasn't being a dick, don't get me wrong. Like all of the feedback was absolutely deserved. But the funny thing is he gave me all this scathing feedback and then he gave me an 80 on the paper. It's like, I don't know, if I was a professor and I gave that kind of feedback to somebody, I'd be giving them like at least a C. But anyway, that's about it for this one. This snipers only game mode's pretty fun. I enjoy how casual it feels even though it really isn't casual. Because like even if somebody's sweating their ass off, there's only so much you can do sweating your ass off with a sniper. Like you saw, you know, in this gameplay, people were jumping around and sliding and shit, but it's like we're all using snipers, so we're basically just derping the fuck around anyway. I don't know, I enjoy it. I'll probably play more of it. And yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And yeah, just thank you guys once again so much for 100 subscribers. I really didn't think I'd ever get to this point. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.